Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. For a while now, there have been little fracas within the Labour Party where Doyin Okupe have been accused of several things, including being a mole in the Labour Party to work for PDP as against Peter Obi several times as well. The DG to Labour Party, talking about Doyin Okupe, have severally debunked and denied that allegation, saying it's a lie from the pit of hell and it's the work of the enemies who actually want to derail the movement, and he is totally sold out for Peter Obi and Peter Obi movement, and the work continues until they get Peter Obi to the promised land. Of course, we all believe the promised land is the presidential seat for Peter Obi. But what is brewing right now is something really alarming, and it is breaking as we speak. Doyin Okupe has been sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. The question is why? Where's this whole thing coming from? In a moment, we're going to find out. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. And the drama continues. The Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced Doyin Okupe, the Director General of the Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Council, to 2 years imprisonment for breaching the Money Laundering Act. In a judgment delivered as at today, Monday, Okupe was found guilty of 26 out of a 59-count charge preferred against him by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC). Ijoma Ojukwu, the presiding judge rather, sentenced Okupe to 2 years in prison on each of the counts. My God! However, the sentence is to run concurrently. Additionally, the judge said the convict is at liberty to pay a sum of 500,000 naira fine on each of the counts. So if you check it, it's 26 count charge. So if it's 500,000 naira, we're now looking at totaling about 13 million naira to pay for that or probably let go. But the charge against him is 2 years each, but they'll be running concurrently, which means give or take, he has 2 years to go to prison. The question is, how did we get to this level? What level of madness, coming to put it that way, quote unquote, is going on that someone somewhere pick up such a thing and decide to run against Okupe, knowing fully well that any distraction coming from or coming towards Okupe, which is the Director General of Labour Party, Peter Obi's person, it's going to definitely distract Peter Obi. And this is, we are really on countdown on this whole movement. Don't forget that there was a pause in Peter Obi's rallies. Of course, the likes of FFK said to take a bad sweep on Labour Party, saying that Peter Obi have seen the backside of running rally concurrently, and he has realized that the Kogi rally, which was not a huge crowd, must have given him a rethink, a factory reset. But I didn't think so. I think there are a lot of internal squabbles that Peter Obi and the top officials in Labour Party really need to look into. Be that as it may, this is coming at a wrong time, and I feel that this is, unfortunately, we are in judicial, we are in democracy, and such verdicts should be responded to. And I also feel, but this one is personal opinion, I feel that Doyin Okupe should not pay one kobo. If you pay 500,000 naira or 500,000, now that's half a million times the 26 count charges, that's about 13 million. The next thing you see, another group will come up again and send him to God knows where. I believe this whole thing is I perceive this whole thing is coming from that Ogun saga where his very own. Honestly, the dexterity is a lot of intelligence, the diplomacy and dexterity is needed here so that Labour Party will not be distracted at the very last minute. They need to stay on point, on focus, be focused and see how they can deliver. Whether Labour Party is playing hanky panky, the truth of the matter is, if you look at the way Nigerians are running for Peter Obi or rooting for Peter Obi, it's not in the Labour Party. I think it's in the person. So if Labour Party wants to be playing hanky panky in this period, that's actually their loss. and it's going to probably be the game for Peter Obi. Personally speaking, I think this should, be looked into very speedily. But a lot of Nigerians have been reacting. Let's just take one or two and we'll wrap this up. A lot of Nigerians are talking. This one here is saying, if truly Obi will fight corruption, if he becomes president, let him start from his home. Doyin Okupe must go. How do you know that Doyin is guilty of this? All right, another person here says, laugh out loud. Nigeria with their judiciary system, while Accountant General of the Federation is working as a free man, enjoying his looted funds, Nigeria will hail thee. Someone is saying that some other persons who have bigger bigger issues, they're working very freely. And Okukwada is a Labour Party issue, and they're making it, this is this electionary period. Everything is allowed or is used. All is fair, unfortunately, when it comes to Nigerian electionary period. They can use anything and everything against you just to distract you and just to get to the throne. Another person here says it's very unfortunate they used you, Ijoma, as an Igbo woman for this setback. You accepted this, excuse me, she's a judge, Igbo or not, they brought it into her jurisdiction, her court, and she handled it. So it's left for there be an appeal, and let's see how it flows. Another person here says, good news, I suggest EFCC should get more of them convicted. I believe also these are actually opposition members trying to feast on this. I pray that Labour Party weathers this storm, and I think going forward they should actually look at internally and see how they can penalize whoever that is hell bent really in distracting the movement of Labour Party, particularly Peter Obi, because going for DG, that's Doyin Okupe, is directly going for Peter Obi. And I perceive from the very inception when people were porting to Labour Party, I asked that question. Are all these people genuine people coming to work for Labour Party and Peter Obi? Or are they malls waiting for the very right moment to strike? And if you ask me, in an electionary period, this is the right moment to strike, right moment to distract. You may be thinking it could be normal, just maybe the right monies, the right sacks have changed hands, such that people are working not really for Nigeria, they're really working for their stomach infrastructure. But it's going to, unfortunately, backfire on Nigerians. I think going forward, Nigerians should not get distracted over the whatever lapses that is going on in the Labour Party, but they should remain focused on Peter Obi. Guess that's what we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on the fact that Doyin Okupe, the same DG of a Labour Party, now has been convicted to 2 years imprisonment, or better still, 500,000 naira on each count charge. It was 59 count charge, but 26 stock. And based on 500,000 naira, if they times it by 26, you're going to get that total amount in millions. Question is, how will this weather is now left for us to discuss? Let's listen to that conversation. What's your take?